So the question is, how do you keep your relationship alive? That means novel. You play.
It's interesting because actually, what I actually think is happening there is it's not that they are miserable with the same person forever. It's actually the thought. That's kind of what I said. The thought of being
Well,
with the
that's
same
part of that
person.
trap, eh?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that's very good observation
Yeah.
because because that thought is going to have a story attached to it. The story is going to be something like, well, I'm with this person. We both become unattractive quite rapidly. We get alienated from one another. There's no sexual dynamism or romance or excitement. And then we just sit, and eat like cold eggs while looking at each other harshly over the table at breakfast for 40 years.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's dismal. So, maybe don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's an element of control to it. On this point of hedonism as well, I was thinking, because we're still talking about pornography, but there's many types of hedonism in my life, whether it's, eating the cookie, I don't actually do this, but it's a metaphor of eating the cookie from the mini bar in my hotel room here in New York at 1 a.m. in the morning, when I know tomorrow I'm going to regret it. There's all these forms of hedonism, or
Yeah.
like scrolling on TikTok or whatever it might be. And hedonism shows up in my life in these little uncontrolled, like, oh gosh, fuck,
Sure,
I made a mistake.
of course.
And it sometimes shows up when I'm disabled in some way, emotionally
Sure,
disabled.
yeah.
And so it feels like it's a form of medicine. Now, I could write down on this page who I want to be. I could say, I don't want to be the person that eats the cookie. I don't want to be on
Yeah.
TikTok. I don't want to watch pornography, all those kinds of things. But then staving off that moment where, you're weakened in some way. And I use that word,
Yeah.
maybe you're weakened in some way by
Tired.
something, tired or whatever.
Yeah.
Sticking to those principles when in that moment, when it's hard, is that just, again, a case of just being clear on what I want in the long
Well,
term?
that helps. It helps. Practice helps. Surrounding yourself with people who have the same aim and that keep you responsible,
Mhm.
accountable. That
Accountable,
helps.
okay.
Oh yeah, you need all of that.